Good morning, myself Santosh Yadav and I welcome to all of you in physics lecture of class 11 in LPM premises. So it's very cold today and we will discuss today about elasticity. In previous lecture I have told that elasticity is the internal inherent power of the body due to which it can regain its original shape and size. Okay. So now move on. Stress and strain. So we already told you stress equal to force per unit area. This is the force acted on external agent by body to regain its shape and size. Okay. So force per unit area, and there are two type of stress. One is normal stress and other one is tangential stress. In normal stress there are two bifurcation. One is acted in linear body, which is called tensile stress, force per unit area, and one is pressure, which is acted on volumetric body. Both are normal stress. So pressure is one part of the stress. Okay, and third is tangential stress, which is used in changing the shape of the body. Okay, so today we'll discuss about Young's modulus. Young's modulus. Bulk modulus. Young's modulus is represented by Y. Bulk modulus is represented by beta, and modulus of rigidity which is represented by eta. This is Greek word. So today's our flow chart is Young's modulus of elasticity and define it by Y. Bulk modulus of elasticity is defined by beta, and modulus of rigidity is defined by eta. Okay, so write it down and we will discuss first Young's modulus of elasticity. Okay, so what is Young's modulus of elasticity? Before explaining Young's modulus of elasticity, we discussed about Hooke's law. So what is Hooke's law? Stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is directly proportional to strain. Stress is equal to E times strain. E equal to stress upon strain. This is the most general formula for coefficient of elasticity. E is the coefficient of elasticity. Coefficient of elasticity is equal to coefficient of elasticity. Write it down. Stress is directly proportional to strain. We have already told you that what is stress, what is strain. Stress there are three types of stress, basically two types, normal stress and tangential stress. But in normal stress there are two types, one is used for linear body, that is tensile stress, and one is used for volumetric body, which is pressure. And strain, if change in configuration upon original configuration. If length is changed, then longitudinal strain. If volume is changed, volumetric strain. If shape is changed, then shearing strain. So we will discuss all about. First of all, write it down. Coefficient of elasticity equal to stress upon strain. This is the general formula. Okay. Now we move on. Young's modulus of elasticity. Write it down. Young's modulus of elasticity. It is denoted by Y. Write it down some point. It is the coefficient of elasticity which is used in linear bodies. Basically, elasticity is a general form, and yet its modulus of elasticity is also elasticity, but it is used in general in length body, like cylindrical wire. Okay. Consider a cylindrical wire with the elastic body of length L, initial length L, and a load is hanged on it, and its length increases by delta L. So this load is work as a deforming force. This load is work as a deforming force. We have already told you what is deforming force, which can change the configuration of the body. So a wire of length L is loaded by some load, and its length is increased by delta L, suppose. But delta L is very small, so that, very important point, so that thickness of wire remain unaffected. Okay. So suppose weight mg is acted on the wire. Due to this weight called deforming force, length of wire will change and become delta L plus delta L. Okay. So what is the stress? As we know, stress equal to force, restoring force per unit area, and it is equal to deforming force also, as change is done very slowly. So you can take deforming force as a restoring force. So stress equal to force upon area. So force equal to mg by area. And this is a normal stress, which is called tensile stress, because when force is acted normal to the surface, then F upon A is considered as normal stress. and in linear body it is known as tensile stress, and in volumetric bodies it is known as pressure. So this is the stress which is called normal stress. So strain developed in the body is longitudinal strain. Linear body में, in linear body strain will be longitudinal strain. So in longitudinal strain equal to change in length upon original length, and as we know E equal to stress upon strain. Here this change is done in linear body, so E become equal to Young modulus of elasticity, stress become equal to longitudinal stress, normal stress upon longitudinal strain. So you can write here y equal to normal stress equal to F upon mg upon A upon delta L upon L. You can take mg as F, so y equal to Fl upon A into delta L, mg equivalent to F, which is the following force. So this is the formula derived by Young modulus, that is y equal to Fl by A delta L, where F is load. You can say in this question load is mg, so you can put here F equal to mg also. Force into length A delta L. A must be right pi r square also. Why? Wire is cylindrical, so you can take radius of wire is r, then area will be pi r square. Okay. So this is area. Write it down. This is the expression for Young modulus of elasticity, which is used in linear body. Clear? Now move on bulk modulus of elasticity. Bulk modulus of elasticity means beta equal to, beta is used for volumetric body. If change is done in volumetric body by applying normal stress like pressure, then ratio of stress and strain is called beta. Write it down. Bulk modulus is used for volumetric body. Consider a volumetric body like initial volume V, and pressure is applied P. Pressure is force per unit area, force perpendicular upon area. It's a normal stress which is used in volumetric body. So pressure is also a stress, a part of stress. Okay. Suppose initially volume of the body is V and pressure applied on it V. When pressure increases, so by Boyle's law, you already know that when pressure increases, volume decreases and vice versa. Suppose after increasing pressure P plus delta P, volume becomes V minus delta V. Initial pressure P, initial volume V, and we increase the pressure by delta P, then final pressure will be P plus delta V, P plus delta V, then volume will be decreased by delta V, so final volume will be V minus delta V. Okay. So what is the bulk modulus? Bulk modulus equal to normal stress, that is pressure, change in pressure upon volumetric strain. Bulk modulus equal to normal stress upon volumetric strain. So volumetric strain, change in volume upon original volume. So you can write here in proper manner delta P V upon delta V. Listen, beta is a physical quantity which is taken as positive always. So we should keep minus in right side, because as pressure increases, volume decreases, and vice versa. As pressure decreases, volume increases. So if pressure increases, it means delta P is positive and delta V will be negative. Pressure increases, delta P will be positive and delta V will be negative because volume decreases. So negative, overall positive. If pressure decreases, then delta P negative and delta V positive. Still, whole quantity is positive. So to keep beta as positive, you should put minus sign on right side. So this is bulk modulus of elasticity. I think you got my point. So bulk modulus of elasticity is change in pressure upon volumetric strain, that is delta V upon V. Change in volume upon original volume. And minus sign indicates that beta is positive always. So as P increases, V decreases and vice versa. Now a third type of elasticity called modulus of rigidity. Modulus of rigidity. Write it down. It is represented by beta and it is used when shape of the body is changed. Consider a volumetric body. This is the side view of the volumetric body. If we apply tangential force on upper surface, F, tangential, and this bottom surface is kept fixed. This is a volumetric body, but you are seeing side views. Actually, there are dimension inside the green board also, 3D volumetric body, and side view is square. Length L, volumetric body of length L. Lower surface of the volumetric body, that is L square, kept fixed, and tangential force applied on upper surface of the body. After applying tangential force, body shifted like that. Upper portion say rotate theta angle. Theta angle. So this will be shifted like that. Okay. I use orange color for making second diagram. This is the initial position of the volumetric body. Lower portion kept fixed and tangential force applied on upper surface. Then body will shift towards right at an angle theta. Okay. So this is a shearing strain. Shape of the body changed. Shearing strain theta, and it is due to force applied on upper surface tangentially, that is tangential stress. So shearing strain is due to tangential stress. So you can say here eta equal to tangential stress upon shearing strain. So eta will be tangential stress equal to force upon area, L square, volumetric body of side L is taken, of side L. So area will be L square, force upon area upon theta, force upon area into theta, and theta equal to tan theta. Take ABC. In ABC, tan theta equal to, suppose this is x, tan theta equal to x upon L. This is L. Tan theta equal to x by L. Since theta is very small, theta should be taken very small. So you can consider tan theta as theta. So theta equal to x by L. So put this value here. We'll get F upon L square into x by L. Yes, put here theta F upon L square upon x by L. So this L will cancel out this L. So in upper portion Fx by L. This will be here, this will be here. So Fl by xl square. Got my point? F by L square is tangential stress, theta, shearing strain. Put theta equal to x by L, tan theta equal to x by L, and theta is very small, so theta equal to x by L, so x by L. So x come here and L will be upper side. So L can cancel, Fx by L. This is the all about modulus of rigidity, which is called eta. Thank you.